Ohio everyone, it is JJ here, and today we're going to be reacting to another Watchmojo video, and this is top 10 firepower users in anime. The only ones I could come like off the top of my head with are Natsu, because it's part of the thumbnail, and Ace from One Piece. I don't think there's a... Oh yeah, and Shinra from Fire Force. Well, technically a lot of people in there are fire users, but Shinra's probably going to be the most, you know, notable one since he's the main character of the show. And anything else? No, that's all I can think of at the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna, you know, explain some more fire users in anime. So without further ado, let's watch.
If you can't take the heat, jump in the kitchen. I mean, jump through the kitchen. Wait, get out of the... You know what I mean. Welcome to Watchmojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fire users in anime.
Oh, I remember this. I recognize it was Hunter x Hunter. I was like, when? And like,
for this list,
oh,
we'll be looking
but yeah, I
at the
remember.
anime characters who are extremely proficient at manipulating flames in order to achieve victory. Best open a window, baby, because it's getting hot in here. I'm Todd Habercorn, and I'm familiar with the ways of fire.
Of course you are.
I've used it to bring down black widow nests in my uncle's backyard. I'm not proud of it, but I knew it had to be done. Hashtag spiders, ew.
Let's get ready to
Mojo! I love this part right here in Fire Force.
Number 10, Muhammad Avdol.
Ah,
JoJo's Bizarre
Avdol.
Adventure.
Of course.
Spirit under the complete command of Avdol's will, and his name is Magician's Red.
He's the beast from the Middle East who'll read your fortune before turning you to ashes with the power of his sting. A longtime confidant of Joseph Joestar, Avdol may have been the words of wisdom among the group, but that didn't stop him from roasting any of Dio's goons like delicious marshmallows.
Crossfire Hurricane!
I love the Avdol.
Very few have managed to withstand the searing heat of Magician's Red and live to tell the tale. The dude can even make a fully functioning fire clock just to count down the seconds to your incineration. Hashtag literal sick burn.
And can I just say it was funny how like you know the opponent was trying to figure out like if he was alive or not, but that episode was just funny.
That in a funky 5-time fast kind of way. Black Clover.
I have a friend right now who's watching Black Clover.
Wild doesn't even begin to describe it. The infamous lioness of one of the Clover Kingdom's most distinguished lineages, Mario is about as blunt as they come. She has a good heart deep down, but she's also the biggest hothead around, with her hostile nature only matched by her raw power.
What is she, have blue fangs now? Who is she,
There are
a
plenty of
Zulu?
fire magic users out there, but you won't find many who prefer to use their fists as opposed to launching spells. Even the Eye of the Midnight Sun had their fair share of trouble combating her non-stop barrage of blazing knuckle sandwiches. As long as you cut mine in half and take the crust off, I'm all good on the knuckle sandwiches, just FYI. Extra sharp cheddar, please.
I remember this. I remember I saw this in another video. And with the Uras.
8. Steel Magnus. A certain magical index.
This is one of those animes that I started to watch like a long time ago when it first came out, but I
While
never
not the
really
most bombastic
finished.
of flame connoisseurs, this black magician gets bonus points for just how creative he can be with his spicy tricks. While his runes allow him to let loose wave after wave of fire, he can also use them to heal burns, summon incendiary monsters, melt and recreate facial features at will. He can even use his own cigarette as a way to check on the mental well-being of a person.
Lend me the strength of your blade, with its power to protect and give judgment.
He may
That'd be
have
pretty
lost
funny
his
to
share
see.
of a few fights, but when it gets hot under the collar, you
like using a
definitely
cigarette to
want
check the
indexes
health of
for
somebody.
the
Isn't that
hard
ironic?
corner.
Use a cigarette
heaven's sake,
to check on the health of
watching
somebody.
over her in some fashion or another. I'd appreciate it if you'd at least show that much.
Why does he have a
resolve.
barcode under his eye?
Number 7, Genryusa Yamamoto.
I remember.
Leech.
I remember him.
You can't be the captain commander of the Gotei 13 without knowing how to bring the heat. Despite getting on in the years, Old Man Yama and his personal Zanpakuto are still a force of nature that will easily barbecue any unprepared opponents, while the rest are still liable to end up with the odd third-degree burns.
Resist until you are ashes.
Able to create a towering inferno with just his Shikai alone. The untamable flames of Ryujin Jaka are so intense that they even managed to hold Aizen at bay for a hell of a lot of episodes. Hashtag caliente.
Aizen is just broken.
Number 6, Shinra Kusakabe.
Yep.
Fire Force.
I love Fire Force. I don't care what nobody says. Like, people can hate on it all they want. It's a shame that this show isn't as popular as I think it should be. But I'm always loved this show.
For a reason, you know. As a third-generation pyrokinetic, the newest
I want to read the manga for this, but I'm taking like manga reading step by step.
Flames at will, specifically from the souls of
I'm trying to finish 7 Deadly Sins right now.
Allow him to instantly take flight and
I got up to
rocket
chapter
through the
like
air, but
2.
also deliver kicks with a
No,
silver
actually 304
flare.
last night.
His flames are apparently so pure that they're one of the triggers needed for helping a bunch of crazy cultists set the planet on fire.
In a Dola
and
burst.
They're all organic, non-GMO, and haven't been tested on animals.
I hate every time he did that. He just made up a name on the spot. I hated that. Like,
Number
alright, bro.
5 in
Oh, and also, before they continue, bro, if you're not caught up on Fire Force, you have to catch up. Because, bro, oh my god. Like, listen, I understand, like I said, a lot of people hate on it because, like, I feel like a lot of people hate on it for one aspect. And, it's because of, what is that girl's name again? Tatsumi, something like that? Like the fan service girl. I understand that. It could be, like, I understand, like, some people's, like, objection with that. But to me, it's like, what anime like that doesn't have fan service in it? Like, what, like fan service is in anime all the time. But, like, I feel like my personal problem with it is it's not the fan service. I think it's kind of stupid how she has that, like, what do they call it? Like, lewd syndrome, something like that she said that she had in the show. I think that's kind of stupid that's their excuse to, like, to present the fan service. I think that's whack. But what I don't like is that whole syndrome is, like, it takes away her character as being like a fighter, because she was introduced in the show as being like a formidable, like, foe, and, like, not like an opponent as far as, like, an antagonist in the show. But, you know, anybody who watch Fire Force know what I'm talking about. She was, like, presented, like, in a way where you would think, okay, you know, she can fight, she can kind of hold her own. But then over the course of the show, she was just, you know, the girl that you looked at as, oh, like, you know, can't wait to see her clothes fly off again. But yeah, that's the only part that kind of irks me, is that she has the ability and the potential to be, like, Special Company 8's, like, one of their, like, you know, like, their strongest, you know, like, you know, one of their strongest Fire Force members. But yeah, unfortunately, she just has this role of just providing fan service. But, you know, I still love the show. You know, I think it's great, especially if you're all caught up. Man, I cannot wait to see what happens. Anyway, continuing.
Endeavor, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I forgot about Endeavor.
He may be a terrible father and way too obsessed with dethroning All Might.
Oh, yeah.
Considering this guy managed to burn through the competition to secure the spot as the world's second greatest hero, it's clear he's more than an arrogant ass with flaming facial hair. With his quirk of allowing him to unleash bursts of hellfire, Todoroki's dear old dad doesn't so much dispense justice as he does melt it into the bodies of some rather unfortunate villains. It's just a shame his desire to burn brighter than the rest led to him abusing his own family.
True. Yeah, despite him being cool to some people, he is such a terrible father.
Number 4.
Of course, Escanor. How can I forget?
The 7 Deadly Sins.
I'm one of the 7 deadly sins, the sin of pride.
Oh man, Escanor, they did you dirty in the adaptation, man. They did you dirty. Not here, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. They did Escanor dirty.
Does it? I mean, who decided that? The Lion Sin of Pride might usually settle matters by swinging his giant axe around, but when a particularly...
What I want to know was who decided to put this studio in I'm so sorry, but bro, they did that Escanor. Just this current season they did dirty. Listen, I don't know. I want to know whose decision it was for them to put the hands of this anime in, like, well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so upset. I'm so upset at the fact that this season looks terrible now because, like, Studio Dean, I believe that's the studio who's animating this season of Seven Deadly Sins. But bro, it's such a shame because bro, I remember looking at this in the manga, bro, and it looks so amazing. But like the anime adaptation just sucks. It's unbearable to watch. You know what's funny? When people were first talking about how like the fight between Escanor and Meliodas like looked terrible, I didn't even watch like that full fight because I was thinking about watching the new season like animated, but I was already reading the manga at that point, so I was like, let me just read the manga. And I had got up to that part in the manga and it looked so good. I was hyped. I was on the edge of my seat. And then like I saw people saying on Twitter and stuff like, oh, like, oh, this looks terrible and all this stuff, and I was like, I never saw the entire fight at that point. I just saw like little like clips of the fight. I was like, oh no, please don't tell me it's like this. And then most recently, like maybe like a couple days ago, I actually saw the entire fight, and it was so unbearable to watch, bro. It sucks when it's funny because I used to not read manga before, but now as like, a manga reader, I understand people's frustration when you see something dope in a manga, you read it, you go panel by panel, and it looks amazing, but then they get the anime adaptation, and it looks so terrible. I understand them now. I kind of understood it with My Hero, with the Lemillion fight. I understood it. That whole slideshow thing was trash. I feel like anybody who didn't even read the manga, which I don't read the My Hero manga at all, like, I understood people's frustrations because it was just a slideshow. Like, I didn't like that at all. But this Seven Deadly Sins fight was so, bro, they could have done it so much more justice, but they didn't. They just ruined it. Now I just have to stick to the manga. Oh, yo, and there's another thing going around about it too, how like the scene where like Meliodas is laying down, he's in his like assault mode, and he gets back up, bro, that animation looks terrible. It looks so terrible. It's such a shame because I love Seven Deadly Sins so much. I love this series, but it's just a shame that the adaptation, like, I can't watch it. I can't watch it. But so I just decided just to stick to the manga. I need to, like, I kind of, what's funny? And what's funny? Speaking of manga, I want to read, what's another manga I want to read? Is Twin Star Exorcist. Because I actually watched the anime adaptation, and apparently the manga, it holds like a completely different story. And I've seen different panel screenshots, and it does look amazing. So I need to get in there. I need to get into that.
Tricky foe steps up to the plate. It's time to bring the sun.
Escanor.
Much like his mustache, Escanor's glorious magic is all-encompassing, able to beckon multiple suns at his leisure when he feels like turning a rather stubborn enemy to dust.
Your death wasn't going
I love
to
Escanor.
be
Cruel Sun. I love how he pulled up on Estarossa. He was all like, why do I hold hate for? Why should I hate somebody who's weaker than me? I was like,
oh. Soul find themselves burning up from the inside because they can't handle his hotness.
Escanor, you bastard!
Number 3, Portcullis D. Ace.
Like I said, I knew they were gonna put Ace in here.
While you may have the power of smoke, mine is fire. A fight between the two of us would be pointless. It would probably go on forever.
All right. Looks like the mystery man has devil fruit powers.
From hotshot pirate all the way to fleeting ember, kept alight by those who still cherish his memory, Ace was a true trailblazer who is still sorely missed. With his devil fruit turning his body into a sea of flames, Ace stood tall as one of Whitebeard's most trusted commanders, able to unleash a wide variety of techniques that left both pirates and marines scorched.
Blade commandment, fire pillar!
Nice.
From explosive fireflies all the way to his own personal supernova, the son of Goldie Roger truly
Yeah,
showed
this man literally has a
both
flaming
on
spirit
and
bomb.
off the battlefield.
Every time I watch or listen to the show, I always think of Dragon Ball. I mean, even in the English dub, they have the voice actors for Gohan and Piccolo. Gohan, I know is One Piece. I mean, what? The English dub voice actor for Gohan voices Luffy in the English dub. I like, and Piccolo, I think, isn't Piccolo dang it, what's his name? Y'all probably know, like, cause y'all watch One Piece. I don't. So yeah, but like every time, like, you gotta admit, when you hear like those like sound effects, it's very Dragon Ball-esque. Okay, continue.
Mustang. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I remember him. Dope.
You can wound him, you can blind him, you can even try to deceive him by transforming into his deceased best friend. But
Yep.
you'll still end up as ashes courtesy of this flame alchemist. With but a snap of his fingers, the Colonel is able to instantly set his targets ablaze with incredible accuracy. Turn someone's eyes and tongue into bubbling grease? Not a problem. Consume a giant homunculus inside a vortex of fire?
Whew, look at that.
It's child's play. Torch the secret of flame alchemy by permanently scarring Riza's back? Never mind. Touchy subject.
I mean, hey.
Before we reveal our #1 pick, here are a few hot honorable mentions.
Hot. Mine's not hot. Oh, Rin! Of course. I really do like Blue Exorcist. Rin Okumura. I just finished this not too long ago, too. I just finished the show not too long ago, too.
Before we continue, be
Shakugan
sure to
no
subscribe
Shana.
to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option
Now that I think about it, that show had like a little bit of like a
videos,
Sakura
all
and
of them. If you're on
Sasuke
your
kind of
phone,
love
make
thing.
sure to go into your settings and switch
Anybody who
on
watched the show,
notifications.
like, can kind of know what I'm talking about.
#1,
Natsu!
Fairy Tale. I've got a fire in my belly, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Have I ever told you I love
Come
Fairy
on,
Tail?
guys, I was raised by a dragon. Literally, I live and breathe flames. And I've been around Gray with his clothes off, and I've lived to tell about it.
Oh yeah, that's the fight he had against
Dragon
Zero.
Slayer, I not only spit hot bars that combust even the hardest of mages, but I can scorch right on through time and space itself. Now, did someone say something about a 100-year quest? Dragon Slayer Secret Art!
Exploding Flame Blade! This man took out a whole unison rate attack with
Do you
like
agree with
regular.
our picks? Check out this other recent.
That's crazy how, now that I think about it, this man took out an entire unison rate attack with just one, like, with just one secret art. Amazing. But yeah, this is a good list, actually. This is a really good list. Yo, I have to say that I'm excited for the Fairy Tail game coming out in March. I am so excited for that. Oh, Tamaki. Sorry, I got the name all wrong. It was Tamaki. It started with a T, whatever. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below what your thoughts on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna see y'all for the next one. Peace.